want to start this video with something I didn't really notice at first. Over the last couple of weeks, my Arc Raiders matches started feeling off. Not bad, just different. Some runs were absolute chaos, instant gunfights, zero hesitation, everyone acting like they had nothing to lose. And then other runs felt slower, players backing off, people choosing not to fight. At first, I brushed it off. I figured it was matchmaking luck, time of day, maybe just my mood. But then Embark confirmed something that made all of it click. And once you understand that, it completely reframes how you should be playing right now, especially with expeditions right around the corner. Embark didn't come out with a flashy blog post or a breakdown chart. They just casually confirmed that Arc Raiders analyzes how you play and uses that to influence matchmaking. And honestly, that tracks. I've had sessions where I avoided PvP almost entirely, focused on objectives, took safe extractions, and after that, the next few matches felt noticeably calmer. Then I've had nights where I went full goblin, chasing gunshots, third-partying fights, and suddenly every lobby felt like a cage match. That doesn't mean the system flips a switch instantly, and it doesn't mean you're locked into one category forever, but it does mean Arc Raiders is paying attention to your intent. The game isn't asking, are you good? It's asking, what kind of player are you trying to be? Think about your last few sessions. Did they feel consistent or did something change? This also clears up a big misconception. This isn't gear score matchmaking. You're not being punished for running good loot, you're being sorted by your behavior. A geared player who avoids fights might end up in calmer lobbies than a lightly geared player who shoots everything that moves. That's important, especially heading into expeditions. Because if you're trying to maximize stash value and play safer, the game might actually start helping you do that. Have you noticed lobbies getting easier or harder depending on how you play? I'm genuinely curious. Now let's talk about update 1.6, because this update didn't add content, but it changed the feel of the game. These fixes weren't random. They targeted out-of-bounds angles, broken collision spots, places where you could die without a chance to react. And when a dev team prioritizes those fixes right before expeditions, that tells you something. They want deaths to feel deserved. If you're about to wipe your character voluntarily, the last thing you want is to lose progress to a geometry exploit. Cold Snap isn't just some wintry reskin slapped on the game, it's the first true seasonal update, and it lands right before the expedition window opens. Starting December 16th, Arc Raiders maps will be affected by snowfall conditions, meaning heavy snow, reduced sightlines, and sounds that feel muted and distant. What used to be long sightlines are suddenly obscured, and tracks left in the snow might lead someone right to you. This doesn't just make the game look cold, it changes how you approach every run. You can't rely on the same sightlines or sound cues you used to. Engaging someone at range now feels riskier, and moving through open ground feels more dangerous. And on top of that, there's a new limited time event called Flickering Flames, some fresh quests tied to the cold, and even a raider deck to work through, giving you goals beyond just loot and extraction. So for a lot of us, this feels like more than a theme. It's a shift in tempo. Snowfall makes fights more claustrophobic, more deliberate, and that shift in tempo echoes straight into expedition planning. Think of it like this. When you're out in the open and everything's white and quiet, every decision matters more. Push forward for a crate, or stick to cover and play it safe. That's the same kind of thinking you need for expeditions. Expeditions, let's be honest, they're exciting, but they're uncomfortable. You're not hitting a restart button by accident. You're choosing to wipe your raider. On purpose, knowing everything you've done so far could be gone. And that's why preparation matters more than hype. Every item, every coin, every skill point you've earned, it suddenly has weight. The expedition window opens on December 17th. When you depart, the game doesn't care about your intentions. It only sees your total stash and currency, and that determines your permanent rewards, skill points, cosmetic unlocks, and stash expansions. That means every run between now and then isn't just a normal game. Less YOLO, less rushing in because it's fun, more is this worth the risk? More thinking, planning, weighing, do I extract now or push for one more item? Do I engage this fight or risk losing all of my progress? I'm still wrestling with this myself, and if you're thinking about the same thing, that hesitation, that anxiety, that's normal. That's the point. Expedition is a choice you live with. And here's the honest answer. Not everyone should. If you like where your raider is now, staying put is valid. Nothing wrong with that. But here's the trade-off. Expedition rewards stack over time. Skipping this window isn't just missing immediate bonuses, it's slower long-term progression. This isn't about right or wrong, it's about commitment. It's about deciding what kind of Arc Raiders experience you want. Do you embrace calculated risk, or do you safeguard what you have? This season feels different. It feels like a turning point. Not because of one update, not because of one patch. It's how everything aligns. Matchmaking that reacts to how you play, matches that reinforce fairness, expeditions that reward planning and patience. The game isn't telling you what to do, it's presenting a system of consequences and asking you to live with the decisions you make. The game isn't telling you what to do, it's presenting a system of consequences and asking you to live with the decisions you make. So what about you? Are you changing how you play heading into expeditions, or doubling down on what you've been doing all season? That's a lot to take in, but that's exactly what this season of Arc Raiders is about. Decisions, consequences, and planning for the rewards that matter. Cold Snap changes how you approach each run. Patch 1.6 makes fights feel earned. And expeditions, well, they're a chance to reset, but only if you're ready. If this video helped you think through your next move, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me keep making content like this. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss my upcoming guides on expedition prep, maximizing stash value, and post-wipe strategies. I'll be breaking down all of it as the window opens. And hey, I want to hear from you. Drop your plans in the comments. Are you going for the expedition wipe or playing it safe? I read every single one, and your strategies might help someone else decide.